If you like Canadian comedy, you're going to like what's coming to you on the show today. We're talking to Brent Butt. Yes, the star, the creator of Corner Gas. He's coming here to perform at the CN Centre for you as well. This is just going to be a legendary night. Plus, we're going to talk about the Spruce Kings home opener, which could be another legendary night. All that and more coming up on CKPG Today.
Oh, I hate the hand blowers. You ever walk into a public bathroom, you see the hand blower, and you just turn around and leave? Oh, I'm not going to deal with that. I'll go pee in the parking lot. I'm not dealing with that. Because you never know what you're going to get. Each one's different. Half the time you walk in, you put your hand under and you say, is that it? Yeah, no, you guys go ahead. I'll have to meet you there later. This is... I got the Emphysema 3000 here. This is a good model.
Prince George is in for a real treat on September 25th when a Canadian comedy legend comes to town. You might know him best for his role starring in Corner Gas, a creation of it altogether. Mr. Brent Butt, so lucky to have you joining us on the program today. How's it going?
Going all right. No complaints, except I didn't clear my throat before the interview. What a terrible way to start.
Blame the wildfire smog.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But you're coming here to Prince George September 25th at the CN Centre, all part of the 30th year celebration of the CN Centre, the creation of it here in Prince George. And I believe you've been here a few times before. Have you ever performed at the CN Centre?
Never at the CN Centre, no. Not to my knowledge, anyway. If I did, I had too much to drink and have no memory of it.
That's how every great Prince George story goes.
Yeah, happens all the time.
I got to ask here to kind of, start things off here because we were talking about it. You don't do a lot of long tours anymore. You're a Vancouver guy, just a laid-back, chillin' Vancouver guy, but you're coming up here for a very special show. What are you looking forward to the most getting on the stage?
Well, I'm there with a couple of really funny comics who I really enjoy spending time with and watching perform. So that's going to be a blast. For me to be able to not only do my show and have fun, but actually go sit in the wings and enjoy the other comedians. That's always a lot of fun because a lot of the time I'm just touring by myself or touring with a buddy of mine who, I know all his stuff. I know all his material. So it's great. Like when you get a chance to work with other comedians that crack you up, you sit in the wings and watch. And also it's just going to be fun. It's a nice big room. I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 people maybe could be there. Yeah. Should be a blast. Should be a real party.
Why do you think Canada's so good at producing comedians? I mean, yourself, we're talking about Martin Short, Jim Carrey. Like, why? Why do you think Canada is such a great place to be for comedians?
I don't know, other than I think we're sort of culturally, if you look at where we're located, culturally and geographically. So we're sort of in between Britain and America. We're in between, the historic influence of the largest empire the world has ever known. And we're sitting right on top of the largest cultural exporter the world has ever known. And so we're sort of this, small group of people. I don't know how many Canadians, what is there, but 13, 1,400 of us in the whole country.
Yeah.
And so we're in this position where historically we've been just sit back and observe, right? We've created a nation of people who go, ooh, look at what they're doing. That's kind of crazy. And we sort of make fun. We poke fun at the two behemoths that have influenced us.
As far as the jokes that you're kind of set that you have prepared for Prince George, is any focus in particular? Are you going to joke about the pulp mills or?
Nothing in particular. Nothing, one of the things I love about stand-up, even after all these years, is waiting in the wings, waiting to go on, and the realization that you have no idea what they're going to be into, what they're going to like, what they're going to want. Every time you get a bunch of new people, a whole collection of individuals together, it creates a brand new animal. And you never know what that animal's going to like, what it's going to dislike. And even after all these years of doing stand-up, it's one of my favorite things. And it's what keeps me present in the moment is that I try not to be too prepared. So I know how I'm going to open. I know what I'm going to start with, but then it starts getting shaped by the response of the crowd, and I start pulling from, my grab bag of material that I've collected over my 37 years of doing stand-up. And each show is sort of its own individual thing that way. And that's what makes it fun.
As we wrap this up, of course, there's a big focus on being Canadian these days. And I wanted to ask you, because I feel like you could have been Prime Minister at some point based on your reputation as a Canadian. What is your favorite part of being it?
Man, we would have been in trouble if that ever happened.
No, it would have been awesome.
If I ever get elected Prime Minister, I'm moving. I'm like, that country's done for. I'm getting out of Dodge. Sorry, what was the question? I just had a moment of panic about being the Prime Minister. It's too much pressure.
What's your favorite part of being Canadian?
I don't know. I mean, I like that we're, for the most part, understated. We're not in your face. But, man, if it ever comes down to it, if it's throwdown time, we as a nation respond in graphic and timely fashion. We respond with ill intent. So there's something about that. It's sort of like being a bear, You're not looking for any trouble, but don't come around, trying to steal our salmon. There's going to be trouble.
Yeah, this is spoken like a true Canadian veteran right there. That's what you do to hecklers, eh?
Yeah, dealing with hecklers is pretty easy because generally speaking, smart people don't heckle. Smart people are smart enough to know that heckling is not a good idea. And so really you're up against somebody who's not very bright, usually drunk, and you're amplified and they're not. So it's pretty easy to stomp them. I usually just let them talk for 30 seconds and they make such a bonehead of themselves that they crawl out into a corner somewhere.
I don't wish hecklers upon you when you come here to Prince George, but I'd love to see you stomp one anyway.
Well, if it comes down to that, if it has to be done, I'll do it.
Deal. Awesome. Thanks so much for spending the time to chat today, Brent. Of course, you're a real Canadian treasure. And just so honored to have you here on the show and can't wait to welcome you to Prince George on September 25th at the CN Centre. Folks, be sure to get your tickets at Tickets North and come support a true Canadian legend and celebrate comedy together because there's no better way to do it than with you, Mr. Brent Butt. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Nice talking to you.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
The annual tradition continues this weekend, the Salvation Army Toy Run back for a 44th year. And we have Roy Law and Dave Horton, one of the organizers here as well. We'll start with Roy. Tell me a little bit about this because this must just be your favorite time of the year.
Yeah, in one way or another, it is, definitely. Between scrambling for figuring out parking lots and all the people and porta potties and all that kind of fun, yeah, it is.
You know what?
But
it's
the
funny.
Chili always just takes the cake.
The chili. Okay,
Yeah,
so I was
heard
going to
you
say.
didn't know.
I didn't know. I thought it was hot dogs. No, it's chili.
Yes. Yeah, we up our game a little bit. We're a classy biker group,
Okay, so happening this weekend. It always happens on a Sunday, correct?
Yes, it's always the last Sunday of September. I almost said October.
It's almost October by the time it happens. But
Feels like it today.
when does it start here at the CN Centre?
Well, everybody starts kind of ganging up and just talking around and things around 12-ish. Then the actual run starts at 1. Okay. But, everybody hangs out and eats and drinks and talks and listens to music and do what bikers do.
Do what bikers do. You know what? There's only one event in town I can say, honestly, has a bigger lineup than the folks at Desert Hills, and it's the Salvation Army Toy Run here in the parking lot.
It is a lineup. The purpose of it is a traffic lineup. That's a good point. It's a fair point.
But you're helping organize this, Dave, this year. Tell me a little bit about why.
It makes a difference is why. It is a big deal. And it's the largest gathering of motorcycles in our area. I would argue in northern BC, bring it on, Fort St. John or whomever else is up here. But it's massive. The one year there was 500 motorcycles. So the start of the line to the end of the line was about 15 minutes. The first bike drove by and it was just bikes and bikes. So as a rider, it means a lot to me. because it's really cool. I've taken my kids as passengers and that kind of thing, but there's kind of two parts. The bike show part is what he's talking about with like the chili, the bun, and all of this. This whole area back here is just filled with bikes, but it's everything. It's vintage bikes, it's sidecars, there's the sport riders, there is scooters, and like there's everything. And so if you've got kids that love looking at bikes, if you're an adult, even if you're looking to buy a bike, this is the place to go, because the biker community in Prince George is unbelievably friendly. And then the parade section, it's the coolest experience. Like bikes, if you're at the end of the line, it's farther than you can see. You cannot see the front of the line. If you're in the middle, it's rear view mirror, it's forward, and it's like, it's the most biker thing you could do, which is also like the big teddy bear biker thing. It's the generosity. They show up, they give toys, they change people's Christmas.
Yes.
Like they change people, they change the whole kind of ethos of town. And that's a very biker, teddy bear, tough guy thing to do. I'm not a tough guy in any way. I want that to be clear. Right now.
Maybe in cold water, you could say.
Yeah, I really show up in cold water. That's where I show up as a tough guy.
But okay, no, so it's not Sons of Anarchy. This is not the biker community. No, it's very different.
I got to cover my tattoos. Yeah.
But Roy, tell me about the impact over the years, because you've seen it firsthand, all of the toys and all the impact and all the families you get to surprise around Christmas time.
Yeah, no, it's definitely huge. It's probably 75% of our toys that are needed for Christmas time. So it's a big part of the campaign, right? Obviously, I don't know what we'd do without them. I honestly don't know what we would do without the bikers and their generosity. It's just incredible.
One of my favorite things is seeing all the bikers come up and all the toys randomly strapped on bikes. It gets creative. It's like,
Yeah, and there's some pretty big ones. Bigger than the drivers, and say something about a biker.
I love it. Okay, now time for some rider reminders too, because I know a lot of people watching this are going to be riders in it. Dave, what do you have for advice this year?
My advice is show up. Show up. Don't be a baby. And when you're insuring your bike, always insure to October the 1st. Always. Because this thing happens every year, like he's saying. Yeah. Last weekend in September every year. Like put it in your phone, whatever. Dress for it, even if it rains, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've ridden in the rain. I've ridden in the dry. We all do that in the north anyways. There is some things I would say you need to be able to do 60 going up foothills.
Okay.
If you cannot do 60 going up foothills, come to the bike show. Yeah. You know the biker wave? Are you familiar with the biker wave?
I haven't. No. Teach it to me.
I don't even know if I know.
You should know. There's different options for the biker wave. There is the Harley guys barely lift a hand off.
Yeah.
There is the ninja and like the sport rider guys, and they're always kind of like this, and they go low.
Yeah.
They go low 3 finger.
Okay.
There's this one, which is I see somebody who may get you in trouble.
Okay.
No names, Jen Cooper. No names. No names. Jen
Don't worry, we'll put in a good word too.
Yeah, exactly. My name is Kyle Sampson. If you're gonna bring a passenger, it is a cool event to bring a passenger if you're familiar with riding with passengers.
Okay.
If you've never had a passenger, don't bring them to the toy ride. That extra weight, there's more surprise braking than you're anticipating in the ride. The accordion effect is real, and that is where bikers kind of spread out, and then this guy puts on the brakes, and they all kind of close up really tight. So I've had to brake pretty hard a few times. If you are not used to a passenger, they increase your braking distance, and you don't want the extra weight on the toy ride if you're not used to it. Other than that, we should put a helmet on that giant head of yours. That big, beautiful head of yours, baby.
Still got hair. Well,
you know what? You know what?
Gonna get messed.
Yeah, we're doing wheelies. That's what we're doing. Oh.
All right, stay tuned after the break. We're going to head on a bike, and we'll see what we can do. Roy, you got yours ready, too.
I brought a new one because the last one was just a little too slow.
This is the best day of my life!
This is a good day.
Welcome back into the CN Center parking lot, and we are geared up, we are ready, and we are in the sidecar for what's going to be a great ride along. We got Mr. Dave Horton, and nice bike, Roy.
Yeah!
It is a nice bike.
Well, we'll see who's going to win today. I've never been on one of these. This is going to be great. Bye! Oh, sorry, Raya! Do motorcycles have horns?
Oh, yeah. So motorcycles have the worst horns.
The worst of
No,
all.
no joke.
I feel so one with, nature out here.
I've never driven. So full disclosure to the camera, I've never driven a sidecar.
Never driven
This
it.
is like driving a UFO. So have you ever been a passenger on a motorbike before?
No, what is the thing to do?
So there's a lot of snuggling involved. You hold on and you hold on
Hold on.
very tight.
I'm gonna hold on.
This is the most fun thing I've ever driven in my life.
They should call it the Salvation Army Joy Run, not the Toy Run.
That's the thing. It should be a ride of joy. Oh, there's some people. Give them a wave. So if we see another biker, it's your role to give them a wave there. I mean, driving the sidecar, you're a celebrity. Do you know who's going to be the celebrity on the toy ride, though?
Who? Who's gonna be a celebrity on the toy run?
Santa freaking Claus.
Santa Claus?
And say what you will about the guy, he's showing up where he needs to, you know? The man in red himself will be in this sidecar right where you are right now. And we're excited, and it's the first Santa sighting of the year.
The first Santa sighting at the Salvation Army Toy Run.
Feel that lead? Yeah, baby. Oh, that's neutral.
Last second.
So, I mean, yeah, there's two parts to show up to. I would say show up to the parade, just for the sake of showing up to the parade. You can go along foothills. There's a spot in the heart where you can stand. It's on the map. If you go to the Salvation Army webpage, you can see, or on their Facebook, you can see exactly where the best spots to stand are to see the parade. But come to the bike show.
Come to the bike show.
You can look at this thing. Darren, who owns this bike, he might even let you get in. I love this for us.
No, this is awesome. A sidecar, I feel like Batman and Robin right now.
Dynamic duos here, baby. You're Batman, though.
No, you're Batman.
No, I am not.
Robin never drives.
Do you know who you are? So yeah, you've never been a passenger on a bike before.
No.
It's the life. Have you ever driven a bike?
No, I've never driven a bike
Can
either.
somebody please get this man on a motorcycle sometime?
I don't know if that's allowed. Me?
How is CKPG not riding a motorbike? Prince George is a motorbike town.
Prince George is a motorbike town.
There's hundreds of bikes. And it's like, how are you not one of those bikers yet?
Look, we got people waving. It's like I'm the queen.
Because you are. Everybody's staring, man.
I'd love to have my face on a coin.
What else do you want to know about being on a bike?
Woo! Yeah! This is the best day of my life!
This is a good day. So if you think this is cool, there are hundreds of bikes this cool
parade.
and better coming to the toy ride, and they're at the show. And that's all kind of between 11:30 and 1. Between 11:30 and 1, show up. It's free lunch.
Free
free
lunch.
chili. Right? Bring a toy. But then check out some of the bikes. Like you need a reason to take out Grandpa, bring him to the toy ride.
Bring him to the toy ride.
Bring him to the
or
toy
as I'm
ride.
calling it, the joy ride.
Oh my gosh. Are you familiar with the term of fly the chair?
No.
So flying the chair is where if I take a very tight left-hand turn, I can actually lift you off the ground. Should we try it?
I don't know.
See, next season we'll fly the chair.
Okay.
That's a
something to
promise.
look forward to.
It might not be Darren's
We
bike.
have to keep the audience watching, otherwise they're going to turn me off one day.
That's true. Oh
This
my
has been
gosh.
a pleasure. You know what? Can you conjure this up any better? Come out to the Salvation Army Toy Ride. Thank you for today.
Thank you, and thank you,
great.
Darren, for your bike, man. This is
Shout out our good friend Darren, who you will see at the Toy Ride. He not only has a cute face, he also has a cute dog.
man in red. Yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Taking a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day, courtesy of director Alex, who was on a recent adventure to Shane Lake in Prince George with his family, and he saw this duck. He says his favorite thing about ducks is actually within the bill. If you look really closely here, do you see a fox's face? Yes, right? You can see the nose, and you look up, it's an eye. There was a yellow fox. Well, it's probably living on the bill of every duck. Thanks for capturing this, Alex, and thanks for your creativity, as always, behind the scenes. Folks, if you have a snapshot, send it our way. snapshot@ckpg.com. Hey there, got an idea or a suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
If you go north of Prince George, there is a lot of dam activity, you could say. It's hard to understand how this whole system works, but Williston Lake, there's a dam that created that, and then if you keep going, there's another dam that created another reservoir after Williston Lake. It's called Dinosaur Lake. We're going to tell you about that, the opening of it, today in local history.
Looking back to 1980, the grand opening of the Peace Canyon Dam near Hudson's Hope, Premier Bill Bennett and Pioneer resident Elizabeth Beatty were on hand to officially pull the lever, as you see in the pictures here. It wasn't without some controversy, but how this worked, of course, it reuses water that was put through the WAC Bennett Dam to generate some more electricity, creates a reservoir you'll know today is Dinosaur Lake. This is a 21-kilometer reservoir and generates roughly 700 megawatts in electricity with that water on the Peace River.
You know, well, those dams are certainly an engineering marvel, to say the least. And, well, hey, I don't know if you've been up on Williston Lake, but it makes for some great fishing as well. So anyway, thanks so much for watching today, folks. And we'll see you for more great stuff on the show tomorrow. Don't forget to get your tickets for Brent Butt. This is going to be a show of a lifetime here in Prince George. Really, really nice guy. We'll see you for more good stuff on the show tomorrow. Bye for now.